Be me, Anon, city guy through and through. Decide to take a solo ski trip after brutal work quarter. Arrive at mountain resort. They hand me a map. End up hiking 20 minutes in the wrong direction. Storm starts. Visibility, 0. Phone, no signal. Spot a wooden cabin with smoke coming out of chimney. Hallelujah. Knock. Door opens. Standing there, wrapped in wool sweater, red cheeks, bright eyes. A girl. Hi, I think I'm lost. She laughs softly. You think? You're about 2 miles from the nearest hotel. So, pretty sure then. She lets me in. Name's Emma, apparently from small nearby village, staying here for the week. Parents own the place. You? Corporate burnout on vacation. Sounds tragic. It is. Storm outside gets worse. Radio says all roads close till morning. So we're officially trapped. We make cocoa, share stories. She laughs at my city life. You people actually order groceries online? You people actually wake up with roosters. Mutual teasing ensues. Turns out she's never been far from her hometown. Grew up with mountains, small fairs, and too much quiet. I grew up with noise, rush, and no time for anything real. Total opposites. But somehow, conversation just flows. Night falls, storm still raging, generator flickers. We sit close to the fireplace because, for warmth. She looks at the flames and says, You ever feel like your life's been on autopilot? Every day. Me too. There's a pause. She smiles faintly. Guess it's not the worst place to be stuck. Could have been worse. She laughs so hard she nearly spills cocoa. Storm howls outside. You're not like most people, she says. That's usually an insult. Not this time. She leans her head on my shoulder. Her hair smells like pine and cold air. My heart's doing parkour. We don't move. After a while, she whispers, You make me feel safe. That's rare. I turn to answer, and she's already looking up at me, eyes shining, breath close. And for one suspended second, it feels like the whole world just stops. The fire crackles. Our hands find each other without thinking. The space between us disappears. Wake up to sunlight and silence. Storm finally over. Fireplace ashes cold. Emma still asleep on couch, blanket tangled around her. For a second, I forget where I am, then remember everything. Rescue team shows up around noon. Big snowplow, bright jackets, lots of yelling. You folks all right? Emma smiles sleepily. Yeah, just a little snowed in. Next morning, we say goodbye. She's heading back to her village. I'm heading home. Awkward silence. I pull a business card from my wallet. If you ever need help. She laughs softly and takes it. Maybe I will. And just like that, she's gone. Weeks pass. Emails, meetings, deadlines. Sometimes I think about that night. Then I shake it off. Until one evening. Phone rings. Unknown number. Hello? Pause. Then her voice. Hey, it's Emma. Heart skips a beat. Emma? Wow, hey, you okay? Not really, she says quietly, her voice trembling. I didn't know how else to say this, but I think I'm pregnant. World stops again. I can't even breathe for a second. Are you sure? Yeah, I didn't know who else to call. She sounds scared. The only thing I can say is, you did the right thing calling me. Silence. Then a quiet exhale on her end. I don't know what to do. Then we'll figure it out. Together, a few days after that phone call. Take first train to her town. Small, quiet, covered in snow. Feels like stepping into another world. Emma's waiting at the station, bundled in scarf, eyes red. We walk without talking for a bit. She finally says, I didn't want to do this alone. I nod. You won't. She exhales like she's been holding her breath for weeks. We sit in the local diner. She keeps turning the cup in her hands. I thought about everything. Ending it, keeping it, running away. Pause. And she looks up, eyes steady. I want to keep the baby, but I can't ask you for anything. I stare at her. You don't have to ask. I already decided. She frowns. Decided what? That I'm staying? Whatever this is, we handle it together. She blinks a few times, tears slipping before she can stop them. You don't even know me that well. I know enough. You're brave, stubborn. She laughs through the tears. That's not a reason to raise a child. Maybe not, but it's a start. Weeks pass, I move closer. Remote work, quiet mornings. Help her with appointments, groceries, just being there. Sometimes we still talk about that storm. How strange it is that one night could change everything. One evening, she's sorting baby clothes. I ask, "You ever regret it?" She shakes her head. "No, because I got to see who you really are." Then smiles. "And maybe who I am too." 6 months later, Emma's belly growing, house smells like fresh bread and laundry detergent. I built a crib with my bare hands and YouTube tutorials. She laughed the whole time. "You look like you're defusing a bomb, not building a crib." Same thing if you think about it. We live simple. Morning walks, doctor visits, dinner together. I started freelancing. She paints again. Sometimes she worries. "You sure this isn't too much for you? You didn't sign up for this." I tell her the truth. I didn't sign up for it, but I'm exactly where I want to be. Her mom stops by sometimes, keeps calling me city boy, but with affection now, brings soup. If she yells during labor, don't take it personally. Great, can't wait. One snowy afternoon, we're decorating the baby's room. She's painting little stars on the wall. I'm pretending to help, but mostly just watching her smile. She suddenly says, "Do you ever wonder what would have happened if we hadn't gotten stuck that night?" "Yeah," I say, "I'd still be lost." She looks at me, eyes shining, and whispers, "Me too." Month 8. Emma's belly officially has its own gravitational pull. Baby kicks like it's training for the UFC. Doctor says everything's fine. "Relax, Dad. Humans have been doing this forever." "Yeah, but none of them were you." She smirks. Smooth talker. We start arguing about baby names. I want something classic. She wants something that sounds like it could also be a wizard. Evenings are peaceful now. She leans against me on the couch, feet in my lap. We talk about ridiculous stuff, like whether babies dream, or if we should move closer to her mom after birth. I tell her, we'll go wherever feels right. One night she can't sleep. I find her in the kitchen, eating pickles with ice cream. "Don't judge me. Never crossed my mind." She laughs, mouth full. "You're a terrible liar." 2 a.m. "Hey." Emma's voice, calm, too calm. "What's wrong?" "My water broke." I leap out of bed, grab the wrong bag, trip over the dog we don't even have. Okay, we trained for this. Where are my pants?" Emma, "You're wearing them." "Right, perfect, nailed it." She laughs between contractions. "You're the one who needs an epidural." 15 minutes later, we're in the car. Me breaking every traffic rule known to man. Emma yelling, "I'm fine, slow down." Me yelling, "You're literally in labor." Romance. Hospital chaos, nurses, beeping, panic, me holding every item. Except her hand. She glares. "Focus!" I grab her hand. She crushes it like a hydraulic press. "Ow! Okay, yep. You're doing great. Ow." Hours blur. Coffee cups, shouting, doctors, sweat. Me trying not to faint. And then, a sound I'll never forget. Like the world announcing, "We made it." Nurse hands her this tiny, squirming bundle. Emma crying, laughing, whispering, "Hi, little one." My turn to hold the baby. She's warm, blinking, making faces already. Looks exactly like me, but somehow better. "She has your stubborn look," Emma says. "Oh no, we're doomed." Later, the room's quiet. Emma asleep, baby tucked beside her. Nurse comes in. "Dad, would you like to sign her papers?" Me, "Dad," smiles. "That's you, right?" I look at my girls. Yeah, that's me now. 3 months later. Life equals diapers, lullabies, and caffeine addiction. Baby officially rules the household. Emma somehow manages to look stunning, even with baby spit on her shirt. Me? Just trying to keep up. Today's the big day. We're driving to meet my parents. First time they'll see the baby. First time they'll meet Emma. Emma nervous as anything. What if they don't like me? They'll love you. You survived me. That's already impressive. Pull up to my parents' house. Mom already waiting at the door. Dad behind her holding grilled tongs for no reason. "Son, you're early. And who's this lovely... Wait, what's that?" Emma smiles. "Your granddaughter." Silence. Mom's eyes go wide. "Granddaughter?" "Surprise," I say, smiling nervously. Dad. You skipped a few steps in the life plan, huh? Yeah, but made up for it in quality. They're stunned for like 10 seconds. Then Mom's crying, grabbing the baby, calling her my little miracle. Emma nearly cries too. Dad just nods. She's got your hair. Poor kid. Family bonding achieved. After dinner, baby asleep in Mom's arms. Emma and I sit on the porch, stars out, everything peaceful. She whispers, "You think they really like me?" "Emma, my mom's already planning matching Christmas sweaters for you." She laughs softly, rests her head on my shoulder. "You sure you're okay with all this?" "Emma, I wouldn't trade a second of it." She smiles. "I guess the blizzard did one good thing." "Yeah, it gave me you."